So I am with Florence LIPSKY. I am very proud to be with you today because you are the winner of the French Prize of Women Architect 2020, and my congratulations. All the jury choose you at the unanimity. Everybody wants you to be the woman architect of this year. Bravo.
Thank you very much. I'm very honored and very pleased to be to receive this prize for this year. I think that it's very important that a French woman, a French architect woman, participate to this prize. Each year, it's a new person, a new generation, and we really need to go step by step to participate to this evolution. And I'm really, really happy to be with you this year.
So can you tell us some more words about your parcours, your past, your career?
Yes, so I'm architect. I'm graduated from the School of Architecture in Grenoble. And I would say that my profile is really between practice and theory and teaching. I'm right now professor at the School of Architecture in Paris-La Villette. And I hold a PhD in architecture about university campuses. I was very concerned by the fact that we needed to redefine the campus territory as a specific territory, and trying also to think about the future for this kind of territory. So I did a PhD in a study which was a comparison between the USA, France situation and the Japan situation. And during my career, I had to, I got the chance to be a part of Villa Kujoyama, which is a grant from the French government. So I could stay for a while in Kyoto and Tokyo, and that was very helpful for this research. So in fact, I think that I could say that all this research are really part of the practice today, and there is really a melting between research and practice and teaching situation.
You have got big prizes like the French Équerre d'Argent with Mr. Rollet, and also you are a member of the French Académie d'Architecture, and you have been also member of the Chamber of Architects in the Région Île-de-France. So a lot of people like you to participate on many conferences, teaching, and so on. So you are a little well known in France, and we are very happy for you because your work is very fantastic. Can you speak more about your agency, when you founded this agency, and what is your specificity and the way you work together?
So the point is that I met Pascal Rollet when I was at school, and we really found our philosophy through different academic experience or laboratory in Africa, in the US, and after in Japan, as I said. And that's really all this experiment which really found this holistic vision, and the fact that we really purchased to get really passive buildings and work in sustainable city, about sustainable cities, and to help this construction for tomorrow. So today we really develop a sustainable architecture based on frugal construction, and frugal construction techniques, and also environmental approach, living space and cities apprehended as an ecosystem.
Can you tell us some word about the first one, which is the Grands Ateliers in Grenoble?
The Grands Ateliers is the first series of hybrid buildings which diffuse knowledge. We've really focused at the office to conceive educational research program or housing for Tomorrow, our industrial program. And the Grands Ateliers is a factory and a school and a theater at the same time. It's really an industrial typology. It's a unique place in France, a laboratory to build prototype at scale 1. And it has been built to serve a pedagogy, which is well known in the US as learning by doing, for the School of Architecture in France. The building is very simple. It's a large covered space equipped with a rolling crane. And we have really two imperatives which dictate the shape, experimental efficiency and educational mediation.
The one you wanted to show us is Saint Louis. It's a kind of manufacture of crystal in Saint Louis. So it's a refurbishment as well of an old building.
The Saint Louis Museum is really another hybrid building, what we call the tool building. We convince our clients to build the museum in the art of the active manufacturing site. The client is Cristallerie Saint Louis and Hermès. And so the museum is above the old oven. The building is, you can maybe show exactly. Here you are entering the large hall and you can see the facade of the building, of the museum. The building is a volume with a gently sloping path. You can maybe go on, that wrap around the exhibit shelves. So you can see this promenade around the shelves. And the structure is Douglas pine covered with polycarbonate panels. And these panels insulate people against the cold manufactured temperature. The museum is also a play of contrast. We wanted to be very sober structure for the wood, the timber construction, to show the refined crystal.
So the third one, it is a Macrolot B3. It is in Boulogne-Billancourt. It's quite an urban project, a different scale of the last one we've seen.
Yes, in this period, that was 2010, and in Paris and here in Boulogne-Billancourt, it was a new period of designing the fabric and the urban fabric, and the Macrolot is really the super block for us, and that was pretty new. And this one is one of the denser block in the ZAC, in the area, in the quarter. So on one side there is a large park, and inside the block there is another park. And we were at the same time doing the urban coordination, but also we designed this building where we focus on this facade, which is facing the park. And we really organized all the housing apartments and to look on the park, and also to get what we call a new space. And this is this picture here. Here, it's really the new space where you can live outside and be in from inside to outside, from inside the housing to outside. And it's kind of a little a space where you can get the loggia different between winter and summertime, and where you can stay all the year. In this period where we know how to live in confinement, it's very important for us to go back to this kind of design we did 10 years ago, because they are really useful and very important to be able to live in all the period of the year in different situations, and to be able to support the density of the city.
Now we go to another project, which is the House of India in the Cité Universitaire in Paris, where Le Corbusier has built a building as well.
Yes, it's very, very interesting site, because we were in between Le Corbusier and not too far from Jeanneret. So it's a challenging situation. But more than that, the challenge of this project, it was to build a sustainable architecture for the Indian government. by using for the first time a timber construction for 7 stories high housing program in a very dense urban environment, and as you said, in a very specific landscape of the Cité Universitaire in Paris. So the project is inspired by Doshi architecture with this very deep balcony, which are turning between east facade and south facade, which are turning. It's kind of non-standard architecture. The idea was really to show an evolution from the modernist repetitive rigor, and we explore these possibilities of non-standard architecture. And this house, again, the loggia is very important, play a major role in a passive bioclimatic architecture.
This is about this drawing.
Yeah, this is very important too for this kind of house and Cité Universitaire, is really to talk about how architecture and art intervention can be all together in one building. And as the Maison de l'Inde, House of India, is concerned by kitchen, where Indian students and foreign students are spending a lot of time because they are far from their family, and it's very important for them to gather all together and to cook all together. We decide that the kitchen will be the place at each level, will be the place to show the piece of art. So we ask this Warli tribute, which are from west of India, and they are doing this kind of drawings. You can see white. They are always, it's always one legend about day life of the village. So we decide that we'll have a 7-story high in the, each fresque will be in all the kitchen. We were to do this intervention. We were working with Hervé Perdriol, who is a gallerist, who is specialized about art contemporain and contemporary art, and specialized in Indian contemporary art. And I'm happy today to thank him also, because without him, it would not have been possible to have this artist coming for a while in the building.
Okay, and the last project we are going to see in Ralil. It's nearby the station with the highway, so it's a difficult context, quite different, and but you take care of inhabitants and the pleasure to live.
Yeah, the challenge is really for us when we have a mixed-use program for us in France, in a general term, it's very important to find the way how to mix the housing, social housing, and all typology of housing and offices. So it's like an orange. You cut the orange in 2 pieces, and in the middle we design first the landscape, because it's a very specific site close to the highway with the acoustic problem and noise problem. And we really wanted to design a kind of island, a kind of Eden place where people could be happy to be there during the daytime for the office, and also during the night and afternoon or the weekend for the inhabitants. So we are back again with this work about the facade, the envelope, and how to be really flexible in terms of winter, according to the climate, according to the season, in terms of winter or in between season or very summertime, how we can get this intelligent and at the same time very low-tech facade, and to be able to propose habitat where people can live not enclosed in their house, but in relationship in between outside and inside.
Oh, thank you very much, Florence. We are so proud to give you this prize of the Woman Architect of the Year 2020 for the Arvha prize. And you know, we are going to meet together in reality in a few minutes with the other winners, like the winners in France who got the original work, and the young architect winners. And we are very, very happy for you and very proud to tell you for this year, you are the Woman Architect of the Year. Félicitations, congratulations, Florence LIPSKY.
Thank you very much, Catherine. I'm very happy, and I want to thank you too for this support for the woman architect for this year and for the precedent years too. Thank you very much for this.
Thank you.